So it is a nice game. I've played it a lot lately, and yeah, I really like it. And I thought I want to share some of my thoughts with you about the game and the strategies and whatever. Yeah, the game with the latest craze, every streamer playing it, and being so popular after the global release, I thought I want to contribute my part to it and tell you something about it, what I do. Of course, I'm not that successful, but it's all about the process, It's all about sharing a thought about the game, and actually, it's not always smooth sailing with the strategies and the support cards and stuff like that. I'm assuming you already know the game, so I simply wanted to add another perspective to the game when talking about it. So let's start off with the strategy I used for Cymbeline Rudolph. She has a bonus in Guts and Stamina, so I picked up a roster of 6 support cards which focus on Guts and Stamina. And at the beginning of the campaign I focus on the trainings where there are many other Umas. Here, for example, there were 4 of them. I want to increase my friendships so that I can get those friendship trainings as early as possible. Friendship trainings give more stats, and that's particularly important if you want to win the campaign. And that's the first thing. The second is I usually like to pick up energy in random and fixed events. For example, there's an event after New Year's where you could either pick up skill points, restore some energy, or increase a random stat by 10 in the first year and by 25 in the second year. But I believe, that's my philosophy, that the energy you pick up at New Year's is more efficiently used in the next training. If you have a good friendship training, you could get more stats per energy used. So this is why I pick up energy. In the first year you get an increase of 10, or you could restore 15 energy. And that 15 energy could be better in a training where you get potentially more than 20 stat increase. Yeah, that's my philosophy there. And if there is no good friendship training or nothing that I focus on, then I'll take a race or even rest. It's very important to keep up your energy, especially for those times where there is a good friendship training. You don't want to risk a failure. A failure will result in a decrease in mood, and some points are lost of your stats. Sometimes you could even get bad training. What is that debuff called again? Well, a debuff you don't want. I pick up migraine here, unfortunately, and either forgot it or ignored it, and I wasn't able to increase my mood here when resting. That was a little mistake I did. Eventually this run will lose either way, because I was lacking a lot of speed. 6 support cards without any speed card is maybe not the best strategy. And getting the first place is also not that easy, especially in those mile and medium races. I excelled at Arimakinen, which didn't really need the speed. I had a lot of stamina and guts, which helped me out, but eventually I will lose because I didn't have enough speed. Yeah, that's a little mistake here, but I included this run so that I could show you not everyone is winning. You have to, by trial and error, repeat them, try different strategies, see what your support cards can do, and that's actually my next point in this talk. Knowing what your support cards can do is pretty important. All those benefits and skills to give are very important. For example, if you ever wondered why you got so many fans from a race that only promised like 3,000 and you suddenly got 5 or even 7,000 fans, it's because some of your Umas have a fan bonus. Not only that, but some of them are also increasing your initial stat for something, or having an energy reduction is also cool. For example, on Tazuna, if you have her in your roster and you train with her, the amount of energy spent will be less, which is, I believe, quite powerful. Maybe it was her that was lacking in my roster here, and I wasn't able to get that many trainings. I had to rest a lot. Knowing your support cards, right. I think I will lose this run. Yes, I will try it again and see. I wasn't able to finish it. Oh well. End the campaign and you will see Ogre Cap in the next run. It's all RNG in this game. Like everything you do, it's RNG. You're resting as RNG. You could either only gain 30 energy or 50 or 70, and you can't. You don't have any control about it. There is a lottery after New Year's where you could get, for example, a carrot or a bunch of carrots or even a ticket. The ticket would be the best. There are tissues, which are the worst. Yeah, that's not all that nice. Also, the position of your support cards, where they are, on which training, is also RNG. So, in some runs, you could get lucky and have all of your Umas in one category at summer camp, which would usually increase your stats by almost 100 in only one training, which is really nice. But sometimes you don't get that luck, and recently I didn't really get that luck. My legacies are not that strong. I've got some A's earlier, like a few weeks ago. I got a really nice Ogre Cap with an S in Turf and S in Pace, a Pace Chaser. Yeah, your inspiration is also RNG. You can control that. Sometimes you want to get those 3-star inspirations for Turf, for Speed, for any stat, getting those skill points. But yeah, you don't get them every time. You need to simply try over and over. Not every run is successful. It's sometimes a real kick in the guts. On YouTube you don't see the runs that fail, and many are failing. Wow, that was a really bad pull in that claw machine. You simply have to try over and over, trying on the same Uma, getting that necessary luck to have a very nice ending. It's more important, and that's the main point of my video here. It's more important to be able to improvise, to adapt, to overcome. Is that a meme? To adapt to the strategy and the stuff you have available. For example, if you are focusing on speed trainings, but there's suddenly all of your 5 Umas in another category, I would rather pick that than persisting in a speed training, because it might give you more stat bonuses. Or for example, if you really want to train, but there is a race which could give you a lot of fans and potentially give you a lot of skill points, go for it. You have to think ahead what is the best choice for the current situation. I've seen runs on YouTube which tell you not to rest that much in a campaign, but it's also important to rest in situations where there is no good training available. Yeah, simply improvise. You have to adapt to the current situation you're in. And if there is a good training, then congrats, go for it. Train your Uma. Rest when it's necessary or when there's the right occasion for it. You don't always have to rest when you're low on energy. If you see that there is nothing better to do or there is no good training, then resting even for a nearly 20 energy increase might be better than wasting your energy and then missing out on a good training and risking a failure. That's actually the main thing I wanted to talk about. The skill of adapting to the current situation of your run. YouTube guides are okay, I think. They work in very particular situations or for very particular Umas. There is an easy guide or an easy game for Sakura Bakshin. You could go only speed cards and train her speed, and because she only runs in sprints and mile races, she doesn't need anything else. Only speed is enough. But if you're training maybe like Oguri Cup or Symbol Rudolph or Daiwa Scarlet or anyone who needs more than only one stat, then being able to adapt to the current situation is very good. I picked up slow metabolism here and soon and I wasn't able to increase my speed, so what I did is I improvised and trained power, which increases power and stamina, until I was able to go to the infirmary and lose that kind of debuff. Yeah, with Ogre Cup I had quite a decent run, maybe not the best, it was a B+, I believe, let's see in a moment. And yeah, I think that's the message I wanted to share here. It's not about having the right guide or having the right setup, it's about adapting to the stats, to the benefits and to the current situation you are in your run, which is more important than sticking to a certain formula and desperately trying to increase the stats you wanted. Maybe a wit training is better than wasting points in a training you really didn't want. It's man, it's so exhausting to talk for such a long time. I guess that's all I wanted to say here. Oh, hello, Harurara. Yeah, if you like that rant, maybe I could do another one with like more runs. Check in on my Twitch. I sometimes stream Twitch /Quadcore Missile. Yeah, I guess that's it here.